Taurus, welcome to your career and finance reading for this week. Today we are going to take a look at the energies surrounding your career and financial aspects. With that being said, let's get started. Also, this is for all Taurus placements. Cross watchers are also welcome here. For those who don't know, I am a Taurus sun. I wasn't able to record last week because I had exams and I was sick, but I am back and I hope that this message gives you the clarity that you need. With that being said, let's get started. Spirit, I thank you for the opportunity to be able to read for the sign of Taurus regarding career and finance. I ask for clear and concise messages as well as protection for the message, the viewer, as well as the reader, me, as we perform this act of divination together. Ashe, Amin. All right. So, let's get into it. It's been, every Taurus that I personally know has been, myself included, has been in this grind set kind of mindset. A lot of intention and thought goes into the way that we are moving right now. Everybody is pretty much stacking and saving, which I love to see. So, let's get into it. We're going to talk about action, reaction, and outcome. The action might be an action that you are taking, or it might be an action that someone is taking toward you. So you have to use your discernment and take this as it resonates. So what is the action, thank you, for the Taurus collective regarding career and finance? We have the Chariot. So wanted to focus, there we go. You are in this very strong energy of progression, expansion, and movement. You are not really looking to entertain stagnant energy. I'm even getting that if people are kind of on like some stagnant, lazy type of time, you still love them, but you pencil down a little bit less time with them and more time to be around those who are on the same vibration as you. You are looking to either partner up with others who are in the same type of business that you are, or maybe you're networking with people who are more so in your field and in the similar lane that you are in or looking to get into. And you're doing it with a precision and a speed and a decisiveness that will take you where it is you want to go. There's no if, and, or but. You have decided that this is the plan. It will work. I will be successful. That's it. No questions asked. Very strong Cancerian energy as well. What is the reaction? Thank you. We have the Seven of Wands. So you're facing a little bit of competition. You might have somebody in your environment who's jealous of you. They might feel jealous, or they might feel intimidated by the fact that you're moving with such precision and such confidence. Confidence comes from competence, and I believe I said this in the Taurus general reading not long ago, and it's true. I mean, when you are competent and you know what you're doing and you're moving with a sense of precision and decisiveness, and you're moving with a sense of determination, right? You are walking in lockstep with the plan that the divine has for you, and you understand now what you must do. Even if it's something that you originally weren't exactly too keen on, not because it's something bad, but just because it was new and it was a little uncomfortable. And quite frankly, like, we are a fixed sign. It is what it is. Like, sometimes it does take us a little while to see the proof in the pudding and commit to something and say, you know what, this actually is what I'm going to spend my time doing, because I can see that it will actually be worth my time and investment. The thing about Taurus, it's not that we are just needlessly stubborn. We do not want to commit to something that doesn't make sense to commit to. We don't want to commit to something that is on, shoddy foundations or footing. We want to know and be sure, as much as one can be sure and as much as one can know, that when we do invest in something, that it will not be for nothing. We want to make sure that when we put our time, our energy, our resources, whatever it is, into something, that we will get out of it something that we deem valuable, something valuable enough that will make up for essentially the energy that we put in. Because honestly, if we didn't have to spend that energy, we wouldn't. It just is what it is. So there's someone around you, or maybe even a group they might feel a little threatened by that. The good thing about this though is that this is not like a 5 of swords kind of energy where you're fighting people who are on the same level of you, have the same level of competence as you, and therefore could knock you on your ass if they wanted to. The 7 of swords is more so you fighting off, or not even really fighting off, but you just kind of paying dust to energy that's not on the same level of you, therefore level as you, excuse me. Therefore, it's not something that can really knock you down. It might be irritating or an inconvenience or, you know, agitating, but it's not something that will take you out of the game. So essentially, you've gained a couple haters. Congratulations. If you don't have a couple haters, at least, you know, you're not doing something right. Is what it is. So what is the outcome? And then after that, we will get into specifics regarding the, because I have a question. Ooh, that is way too many cards, but yeah. We're gonna just look for like 1 to 3, if you could. Thank you. All right. You have the 3 of Swords in the outcome. My cat is scratching the wall. You are... I want you to stop tormenting yourself, because this is not even something that is coming from the outside. This feels like something that's you're inflicting on yourself because you are dealing with the jealousy of others. When people turn their envy onto you, you have to understand that people's envy is really like, okay, Nazura. Zaytuna, please stop. My cat wants to get into rooms that are not open to her right now. Zaytuna, say hi. Zaytuni, say hi. So it feels, what I'm getting here is very much not so much that other people, Nazura, please don't bite me. My cat is trying to give me love bites. I'm trying to pet her off camera so that she doesn't get in the way. This is not something that is like, oh, people are jealous of you and like, you know, you're getting into this 3 of Swords because everything's come crashing. That's not what I'm getting. It's almost like you are tormenting yourself and almost expecting the worst. You might have some trauma surrounding people inflicting pain on you in the past due to the jealousy, when people had more power over you, maybe a parent, an older sibling, a boss at a previous job. And so that trauma seems to be manifesting itself as whenever you catch a whiff of someone's jealousy toward you, you immediately go into worst case scenario mode. And I need you to understand that that is not necessary here. You are very much still successful. There's no possible way that you can be operating like this, okay, and come into a space where you allow someone's weak jealousy, because what they really could just take notes on what you're doing instead of, you know, saying slick remarks or whatever. You can just pay that dust as you are here. But internally in your mind, on the outside, you're paying them dust, but inside your mind, you're giving yourself a hard time. In your mind, you're cooking up worst case scenarios of how things might go down. This person might try to push you out of your job, get you fired. This is not the past situation. Whatever you went through in the past is the past. You've learned from it. You're stronger. You're not the same person that you were when you went through the trauma that gave you the kind of mindset that would obsess and stress over a couple of little nobodies being a little bit envious of you because you are successful and you are determined in what you're doing. All right, let's get specific. The Chariot is here. Why? This deck is thick. So I try not to bend it, but try not to bend the cards, but my goodness, this deck is thick. All right. The Chariot. Why is the Chariot here? Thank you. Yeah, let's get specific. Movement. You'll make good progress now, and you'll be able to overcome any obstacles in your path. Big leaps forward are possible. So it's not just that you have potential. Your potential is literally, you are aligned with your highest potential, and you're acting it out right now. All right. The Chariot. Movement. I mean, what more can I say? Right? Is there anything else about the Chariot that I need to know, that we need to know at this time? Thank you. We have harmony. It's important for you to have a quiet, peaceful work atmosphere in order for you to thrive. Working at home or for yourself is best. So this is something you either work from home currently, are moving into that type of situation, or you are setting up or rather, you're setting up a side hustle, something that can be done from home. And a lot of people I know right now are doing various side hustles, so that's not surprising. But the surprising thing is, this is not a fluke for you, and this is not something that you'll start and not see through to the end. It's not something that you'll start and it'll just kind of fizzle out. This is something that's going to last. You have limitations. Obstacles are not what they seem. You can get around them with some careful thought, or simply choose something better for you. So you have this very strong sense of discernment, and you know that the limitations that you perceive around you are not real. Let me put this, I don't want this to be like in the way. And then lastly, we have adventure. You make exciting work moves that could take you outdoors or on a trip. You will need to climb steadily to reach your financial goals. And that is exactly what you're doing. You are in this space of movement. You're in this space of determination. Yes, somebody sees this. Yes, they might feel away. Yes, they might realize it might not even be at work. It might actually be somebody in your personal life that is seeing the progression that you're making, and it's making them feel intimidated. For some of you, you're dealing with somebody that you're realizing that they're kind of a clown anyway, and they're seeing you progress and move forward, and they're getting nervous that you'll leave. That's for a very specific person. I don't know who it is for, but it's for somebody. Why do we have the Seven of Wands here? Why is the Seven of Wands here? Thank you. We have innovation. You'll need to come up with new strategies to keep your plans in motion. Old ways are outdated. Invent, create, and test ideas. You are very much an innovator. You're somebody that is very creative. You're very intelligent. You're somebody that people come to when they have problems. And this person who's viewing this, that's not the experience that they have. People don't come to them when they have issues. People don't. So this might be somebody, like I said, that you work with. It might be somebody in your personal life who's watching your success in this financial arena, and they're starting to get a little antsy. Either way, it doesn't really seem to be anything crazy, because we also have guidance. Divine forces are showing you the way to go. You are discovering another piece of your destiny and your purpose in life. So you are divinely guided. You're protected. You're blessed. You're highly favored. You see what I'm saying? No weapon formed against you shall prosper. And because you know this, and because you know you're divinely protected, and this person knows it too. People know when there is a blessing, an oil, a bomb, a salve. They know when it's on your life. People can see it. It's not, you see what I'm saying? Is there anything that you can tell me, anything else you can tell me about the Seven of Wands? Thank you. Taking steps. Action is key to getting where you need to go. You can't wait around. Take a step in any direction to get unstuck and find opportunities. You are the kind of person that is very much action-oriented. I understand what this is now. You're an action-oriented person, and you're dealing with somebody who is not, quite frankly. There's somebody that's a little bit more sedentary, both mentally and potentially physically. And this might be apparent to you, and maybe how they talk, how they appear. And because of this, their shortcomings are highlighted through the way that you naturally move through the world. With the blessing, the natural blessing that you have, the natural protection that you have, your innovative spirit, your curiosity-focused mindset, the way that you look toward the future with a sense of determination and purpose, understanding that your limitations are literally, false evidence appearing real, right? And so because you have an understanding of this, you've been through a lot to give you the type of wisdom and determination that you have right now. And because of this person is seeing it, and yes, it makes them feel a little bit nervous, Taurus, but quite frankly, I mean, like I said, if you don't have a couple haters, you're not doing something right. Is there anything else that I need to know regarding career and finance for the sign of Taurus at this time? Woo! Couple cards showed their faces. We have frozen. There may be a hiring freeze or no new work now. Being aloof can leave you out in the cold. A warm follow-up gets you in the door. For some of you, this might be a situation where networking is probably going to be the way into finding a new job, if that is what you're looking for, or a new contract. But for others of you, this is more so the other person. This is more so connected to the Seven of Wands energy, that the other person or people are kind of throwing into your field, your energetic field, as it were. This person might not have the best social skills. They might not have the best networking ability. They might not have the best rapport among if you're working with a team. Maybe they don't have the best rapport with other people on the team the way that you do. People enjoy working with you. Perhaps they don't really enjoy working with this person, and so they feel frozen and iced out, and they want to make you feel the way that they feel in the organization. Again, specific, but that's why people come here, right? We also have outside forces. Unknown figures are driving the situation, and you may not be able to control the outcome. This cycle will shift soon, and you will be okay. So regardless of what is being thrown at you, you are, again, you're protected and you're guided by the divine, but you are also cognizant of the fact that certain things are just not in your control, right? Like, we can't control the weather outside. Right? We can't control, there's just certain things that we cannot control. We are individual people, right? I, as one person, cannot control the macroeconomic environment in which we live. So if there's a hiring freeze, for example, and you're finding it difficult to get work, okay, great. You might be, that innovative spirit might also take the form of you realizing, okay, well, if there's no work out there, I'm going to create the work. If there's no job out there, I will create the job. I still need money. I still need to eat. I'm going to create the job, right? I'm going to get online and I'm going to offer my services. I will do my own thing. I'll figure it out. I'll cobble together whatever, my financial requirements are. I will piece that together through however many economic streams of income I need to, generate in order to make sure I'm good. So the way that this manifests, it can look different for everyone. But the overall energy is one of determination, of strength, of focus, and of understanding with precision exactly where you are. I do want to caution you, though, against being too hard on yourself. You can slip from being realistic into being unnecessarily pessimistic as a means to, because for some of us in the collective, this Three of Swords, what it really can be for a lot of us is this sense of being a pessimist, reverting to pessimism as a means to try and seize a sense of control over our lives and environment. When people sometimes don't feel as though they're in control of their environment, they will turn to pessimism and misanthropy as a way to try and give themselves the illusion of control. That does not work, and it puts you in a worse mental state, and it makes it harder for you to think clearly and be able to, carry out your plans. So cautioning you with that piece, but everything else looks really, really good. You know where you stand. You know what you need to do. You're walking in lockstep with the divine and with the plan that you have, that you've drawn up on your own. And it looks like you're going to be really successful. Don't really mind anybody from the outside. When you're doing great things, you attract attention, and sometimes the attention might seem negative, but you can always learn from the experience, and those people hopefully learn from directing their envy at you. But otherwise, I hope this has been helpful. I will see you next week, and I hope you take care.